Okay, now it says that we're going to work on the mug, which looks like a lot of fun. So it's going to have some white sequins, but we're going to do the black one strand of outline stitch on these. And then I need to find out, what is this? The cross hatch. You can see the cross hatches right here is orange, and it's going to be the split stitch. And so a split stitch means that we've got two strands, and we're going to split those two strands when we come up and down. I'll let you see that when we get there. But I think this is a fun part. It looks like this whole kit, or this whole ornament, is only 20 pieces, and we are now at 10, so we are almost halfway done. So let's find that cute mug face, and okay, where is he? Oh, I see him right up here at the top. Oops. There he is, right there, number 10. Part of what I just love so much about these Bucilla kits is their attention to all the little details that really make them not only fun to make, but really fun to have around, and to I don't know, just to enjoy. I find that lots of people will just take a pause and just look at all of the details that go into one of these kits. And I mean, look at this. This is an ornament, and it's got 20 pieces. And in those 20 pieces, many of those pieces have embroidery, and they have sequins, and they have stuffing. And it's really gives them, I don't know, they're intricate, they're detailed, and those are the things that I like. So that's why I do them. It is fun. And I find the details and the intricacy intriguing, and I like the challenge. And I also really find it kind of just very meditative and relaxing, because the details, like for instance, all these sequins here, that's the same thing over and over and over again. So it's really kind of relaxing and just mindless. I especially do most of the stockings that I make while we're watching TV in the evening after dinner. And it's amazing how many pieces I can get done in that time, depending on how tired I am after the day, of course. But I have hit a record this year that I hope I'll achieve, and that will be 11 stockings completed in the year. So, okay, here's this little guy. And let me just tell you about, make a noise here. They talk about putting blush on his cheeks. And I like to reference the picture here so you can see where they've actually applied the blush. And it's not blush. Don't go to your makeup kit and start trying to pick out blush. This is a washout cloth marker in red, and it is chalk. So I don't believe I've ever washed an ornament, so it's not going to come off. But you can see I can just rub it on like that till I get the desired shape and color that I'm looking for. And again, I'm copying the picture, and it's kind of right off his nose here. There we go. I just love that touch that adds. It again, those details, those Bucilla details that I love. Okay, back to the black single strand of embroidery floss, and we are going to do his mouth and his little eyes. Now, again, my favorite way to work an outline stitch is like a smile, so I'm going to turn it upside down. And when we get to this orange, you're going to see that we're going to cover those black lines that they want us to put in. So we will just kind of mimic them based on the picture when it comes time to put those in. And that's okay, because no one but you have seen this undone. No one but you have seen the picture that came on the kit. So whatever you do is all that people are going to see. And they will truly be impressed with the time and the effort that you have put into all these little details. And I just have one word of caution. It's addictive. Once you start this tradition that I've started, it can take hold, and you want to do it each and every year. And I don't know, I think my family wonders what I'm going to do each year. Of course, I don't know that it matters a whole lot, but they do appreciate it. And like I said, it is as much for me, because I enjoy doing it, as it is for them. In fact, this year, with all those stockings being made, I didn't think I would get to this year. And in fact, I may not finish them. We'll see. I had a different ornament planned for them this year that would be a little simpler and a little quicker to create. But we shall see. I don't know, I may have forgotten and thought I pushed the record button and I didn't. Here's my split stitch, and this is how I do it. I come up and I try try to go down about in the middle of a previous stitch so that I don't have the seams, you know, like when you lay bricks, so that all your seams don't line up. And then I come back up and I actually split the 2 strands of yarn with my needle, like that, one on one side, one on the other, and then come down. And you are making all these stitches over the top so that they cover the black outline here. But if you feel that the black outline isn't covered well enough, or that you feel like your stitches are not all perfectly even, you can always do an outline stitch with your orange floss all the way around the outside of your little carrot nose here. And that will really just mask anything that you don't care for. I use that a lot. So I don't think this is a very slow, it's like a satin stitch, but I think it's even slower because you're not going from one side to the other. You've got many stitches across. And so I'm going to go ahead and come back when I have finished this cute little nose here. Before I put in the black lines, I will come back and show you what it looks like before, and then we can do the black lines. You can see how that goes. Okay, I got the nose. It's not finished, but at least I got that that. So just be patient and keep going with it. Now I need to put in those little black lines, which are going to be outline stitch. And as you can see, our indication for those is pretty much covered up. So we're going to have to just kind of wing it. And look at the picture for some ideas. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start back here. Looks like they did brown, but I thought I remembered it saying it should be black. Oh, it may not. Let me see. It's got triangles. So let me look here. Triangles are brown. Okay, good thing I checked. I just about started with black. I think I do. I have a brown threaded up already here. So that's always a nice bonus. And it says that those brown triangles. Oh, Finnegan is helping me with recording today by operating the camera for us. So if you should see the camera go wacko, he is the reason why. Okay, so it is 2 strands of brown outline stitch. And so using this picture here, I can see that we're going to start with, and the lines all go only part of the way. Finny. Lay down. Come on, buddy. He's got to make sure I'm doing everything just right, because he is the boss, you know. Okay, I think he's settled in. We may see his tail, but I think he's settled in. So I'm going to go kind of just not all the way across is what I guess I'm trying to say. Is with this outline stitch, because then it would kind of look like we had sliced his nose, I guess, and he doesn't want to have a sliced carrot nose. And do maybe one more stitch here. And however you do this, remember that the people that see this ornament have never seen the picture. Oh, or a cat so close up. He's very close. Come on, Finny. Okay, so you can see I just went kind of part way down. Looks like their lines are a little bit more curved, so maybe I'm going to try on this next one, which is going to come up from the other side. Try to get it kind of more curvy looking. No, you don't know. Lately he's gotten into biting my felt, and he loves to bite my needles and my pins, and stop. This is kind of a new thing. Old men, I guess, can try new tricks. No. Lay down. Settle down. Just settle down, buddy. Find a spot in the sunlight like you like and settle down. Okay, here we go. Trying from the other end, and I'm trying to do this one a little bit more curved, but I think I'm just really good at straight lines, and these are going to be kind of straight lines. Well, I can't even see the picture I'm going after anymore. Guess that's okay. May have to do some cut adjustment here. Because I don't want to poke him with my needles. Go that way a little bit, buddy. There we go. Thank you. All right, now going from the other side. Looks like there's maybe two from this side. You can see why I take a day when I finish a project. And I do cat hair removal, so that when I ship out what people have purchased, it is not filled with Finnegan hair. As much as I can accomplish, some of it just sticks in there so strong, and sometimes I've actually stitched it in, so it can get kind of hard to remove. But I do my best. And I guess that's one of the benefits of having had 6 children, is I'm very used to working and getting things accomplished while I have someone in the way. Because that's how it's been with most things I've done. Somebody small wants to see what you're doing or something. So I'm kind of used to that. There. I think that does it. It makes it look like a carrot. I put in the same number of little lines that they did in the picture. I suppose I could have also referenced the stitching guide and the piece guide, but I didn't think about that. I just referenced the picture. So there is the teacup with his carrot nose. so far. So let's check off. Oh, I can't check anything off yet because I have all of these white sequins to do. So let's get out the sequins and the beads. And I need a white bead needle. Oh, that's perfect. That's what I've got threaded. That is just so lovely when that happens. And we'll see how is Finnegan going to be with sequins and beads today. Some days he ignores them, and other days he has just got his nose in everything. This could be a nose in everything day, it looks like. There is no rhyme or reason to where I start on a sequining something this size, kind of going all the way around. I just pick a spot and start. Sometimes it's in the middle, sometimes it's on a corner or an edge, sometimes. Who knows? But I didn't do that the way I normally do. It's so much easier if I just do it the way I usually do. I'm trying to stay in camera for y'all, but having a little bit of a furry challenge right now to that. So we will see how this goes. Sometimes I either have to choose to stop working and recording or to give my friend a friendly exit plan. Looks like he's going to do himself here now. It is amazing how big he is and how he can just make it between my microphone and my camera. Someday I'll have to record that for you because you'll appreciate that. It's pretty amazing. And this is going to be a long process all the way around of doing just exactly the same thing. When I have quite a number of sequins going along in a row like this, I like to put a knot every once in a while. I usually say about every six or eight, but it's whenever I think about it. I think it's not a bad idea because when you've got a string of sequins going like this, it's easy for one to get caught on something and get pulled, and then you have pulled out a whole row until your last knot. So that can be frustrating and kind of a project to fix. This sequin, and you get these occasionally, you can see the hole's been punched, but it didn't go all the way through. So there's no hole. So you kind of have to, sometimes I have to really work at it to use it. There it goes. Now it came through. If you can see that there's a circle there and that it's been punched, then I work at it. I try to get it till I work at it till I can get it. But if I can't see that it's been punched, then I'll just throw it away. And in all honesty, with Bucilla, I have never run out of sequins or beads or floss. So that's a good thing. But you can see that sometimes I get their packets of sequins and things are not all the same color. Sometimes you get a stray. And that's okay. When you come along, you just go ahead and get it in the bin where it belongs and keep on going. So that's what I'm going to do, is just keep on going here. And I will come back and show you this piece when it's finished and I can actually check off the box. Sounds crazy, but I get a lot of pleasure from checking off the box. Okay. There we are. We've got his nose done, his whole face. We've got all of his sequins on. So, yippee, I get to check off the box. Applique the bottom edge 11 to the front of the mug, then add the sequins. Sequin applique the front of the rim 12. And 13. So where did the rest of it go that I have done? Where are the candy cane sticks and stuff? Uh-oh. Did my friendly feline take off with them? Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about that. I'll come across it. Okay, so what I need to do is applique the bottom edge 11 to the front of the mug and then add the sequins. So let's see. What is 11? It looks like it's this light blue. Okay, it is this one, this light blue. And I agree with them saying applique and then sequin it, because it's such a small, narrow piece that will make it much easier. And it gets blue sequins, of course. And the blue sequins, since we don't have blue beads, get clear beads. Yeah, that needs to go right there. And I need let's see, I think that's going to be this light blue thread for that, not the dark blue. See, the dark blue is probably going to just be for the sequins, because I don't see any dark blue pieces of felt or anything, or any dark blue embroidery. So on any of the ornaments, it's nice to have the picture to be able to look at and reference all the ornaments at the same time. Know what you got coming up. And let's see, I need another needle. So I'm swiping from my other kit. I have to say, this is the first time I've ever had two different Okay, here we are back to our ornament. Here you can see how much we've got done. It's now time to sew the sequins down here. I like using the darker blue. It doesn't really say one way or the other, but what my usual procedure is that I use the darker blue floss with the sequins. And I save the lighter blue floss for stitching the actual light blue felt. So that's just the decision I've made. You don't have to make the same decision. Whatever you think is best, because it is your project. And okay. Let's see, I need some clear beads. Don't really need that many, but that's okay. And some sequins. Get some of this out of the way here. Okay. Well, here's this cute little guy so far. And I'm seeing on the directions that it doesn't, that I read anyway, tell me to stitch these two together yet. Yet, as I read down, there's only 2 more steps until we're finished. I don't see it written there either, so I think I'm going to do that right now. As I think you may have seen earlier, I lost this piece for a minute because my cat decided to play with it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and hook that together before we start on the cute handle. And another recommendation that I have is these peppermint sticks. I think in the future I'm going to not only stuff them but also include a pipe cleaner, or it's actually a pipe cleaner. I will have those also in the description listed as things to purchase in addition to the kit. So you'll be able to see that. So I think I'm just going to grab my light blue thread, which I think I used up. Yep. Thread up a new needle of that so that I can put these 2 pieces together before I move forward. So I think I'd like to put a couple of pins in here just to make sure that I keep things straight and they stay stable. It is very nice that they have this blue piece extending down farther, so you can kind of pin it below where the sequins are, because the sequins can make it hard to pin. I think I've gotten all of the painted indication lines covered up. I see a couple of lines right here on my marshmallow, black lines that I find that I know it says I think in the kit it does anyway, or I heard it from someone, that scraping the paint lines off, if they end up showing, is the best thing to do. And I have found my most effective tool for that, although I've tried using needles and pins, is the tip of my scissors. So, and I can usually get it to where, it may not be totally gone. I will probably always see it, but I think it's primarily disguised, we'll say, or just kind of not as obvious. And then it's good. Most people would probably never ever see it. Okay, I'm happier with that. Now we'll just stitch these two pieces together so that I can't lose them. Oops. This is what happens when I pin sometimes, is then after I get a pin or two in there, the lines become apparent. They show back up, and it's not that they show back up. I just have shifted it by putting the pins in. So that's, I don't know, I've probably said it 100 times. That's one of the benefits of working on felt, is that felt likes to stick to itself. So it's less necessary to, sorry, I bumped you. It is less necessary for the pins. And I'm going to just kind of give this a stitch about every 2 sequins. And I am going from the top all the way through. Many times I don't go all the way through. And really all you have to do is pick up the top felt, whatever felt it's being attached to. And that's enough, because all of your felt pieces are well attached. But this one is kind of thick, and I don't feel like I can just pick up a little bit of the top felt, so I am going all the way through. And I think I got it caught there, did I? Yep, there we go. I'm sorry about the camera. Little jiggles there. No earthquakes. Now this will get a full solid back, and that when we attach that back, it says we will insert the handle and set it. So this is kind of bumpy right now, but it will not that way when you're finished. All right, now it's fine. Piece number 14, that is the handle. So the handle, I'm thinking, is what? Let me see if I'm right.